I think we need to really take these assertions by the Conservative leader with a very healthy grain of salt. The reality is, in recent weeks and months, we have had a steady stream of good economic news for Canadians. We have had inflation within the Bank of Canada's target range for 7 months in a row, down to 2.5% in July. We have had interest rates coming down twice, and market analysts forecasting they are going to continue to come down. We have had wages outpace inflation for 18 months in a row. And the recession that so many economists, so many analysts were predicting at the height of COVID hasn't materialized. It looks like Canada is going to achieve a soft landing with the second fastest growth in the G7 this year and forecast to have the fastest growth in the G7 next year. Now, all of that for everyone here, that is really good news. That is good news for you in your life. It is good news for households and families across the country. But it turns out it is bad news for the Conservatives. And I think it's pretty pathetic that the good news, the good economic news that we are seeing for Canada and Canadians, the Conservatives feel is bad news for them. They can see that that good news is going to keep on coming, and I think they're a little bit worried about that. And maybe they should be. Now, that is good news for every single Canadian, and every single person who has the privilege of being elected to Parliament and to represent Canadians should be celebrating that good news and should say, thank goodness we see light at the end of the tunnel after all of the challenges posed by COVID. But the Conservatives, I think, are showing how fundamentally self-centered they are. All they care about is themselves and their party, and they are seeing this good news for Canadians. They're seeing it as bad news for themselves. I think that tells you everything you need to know. Up until now, you have been able to tell the size of someone's paycheck or how much their parents earn by their smile. We have had too many Canadian seniors who don't get their teeth taken care of because they just can't afford it. Delivering dental care is so important for so many Canadians, and that's just one of the things that we have been able to do in this government. And I know that progressive voters, and actually voters from all walks of life and of all convictions, recognize how positive that is and how important it is to continue to deliver that.